I get older, they stay the same age.
I've never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No.
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on.
Shut that mouth or I'll come over there and start her head.
Not talking about this.
No.
No.
Welcome to Humpdays.
Welcome back, Humpers.
All right, Bill Belichick just did an interview with CBS where his 24-year-old girlfriend kept interjecting, and now everyone's saying that he is whipped.
This is a 50-year age gap.
Yeah,
he is 70 and she is 24.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The internet's a bit debating right now, and I feel like even we're kind of debating whether or not this is something where he is being held hostage or where he is the one taking advantage of this young woman.
Yes, and I think this is exactly what Bill wants. Because Bill Belichick is one of the most emotionally unavailable people on planet Earth.
Right.
If you've ever seen him do an interview after a game, you cannot tell if they won or lost. It's always the same straight face.
That's true.
And he was married before meeting her. He was married for 30 years.
Right.
He had 3 kids, and then once he retired, his wife was probably like, finally, you could stop obsessing over football and we can sit down and finally get to know each other. And he was like, nope. That is not what I want.
As soon as they spent a little bit more time together.
So, yeah, she was like,
they were
Bill,
like, this isn't working.
Bill, we've been married for 30 years and you have not given me a hug once.
Yeah, you've only given me one-word answers.
One-word answers. Can we process that now?
Yeah.
And he's like, I want a divorce. Which that's why I think, in my opinion, everyone's blowing this out of proportion. They're like, oh no, she's whipped and he's whipped.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you watch the interview, he asks him a personal question and he hates that.
Yeah.
He's like, where did you guys meet? And she's like, we're not talking about that.
We know why.
Because, we know. They've said they met on a plane. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, maybe they met on a...
They didn't meet on a plane. This is the most richest guy ever. He's a multimillionaire. Is she like an heiress? Why would she be in the business class section?
Well, I mean, he probably does. Yeah, it's like they met on a plane, but...
Isn't he flying private at this point with his team?
I don't know. He's there.
It's just like, that's such an unlikely story. Like, what do you think it was? I think it was that everybody's saying she was his dominatrix.
His dominatrix, that could be one, yeah.
But the way she's kind of like putting him through humiliation rituals, like that photo on the beach where he's peddling her and she's like, I don't know, kind of controlling the show, putting him in that interview alone. He was wearing like a whole shirt, like a shirt with a
That's
hole
how
in
he dresses, though. That's how he normally dresses. He dresses like a bum.
Okay.
He dresses like a bum.
He's in his power there.
Yeah,
he's not being dominated.
yeah.
Because I'm like, dominatrix would be a true story, but it's usually for guys that are taking control in the real world, right?
Like, yeah, they like to be dominated.
Which he is, I guess.
Yeah.
But if she's whipping him in plain sight, then that's the opposite.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I think this is like him, like, okay, I have to put up with this. Like, you have to put up with anything in any type of relationship.
Yeah.
So with Bill Belichick,
That's
he's
true.
like, okay, I date a 24-year-old. The only baggage she has is a cute Hermes bag that she brings to Coachella. It's just like, that's the only baggage she has. She's 24. She doesn't have any childhood trauma because she's still a child.
Fresh slate.
Yeah, fresh slate.
Hot bod.
Hot bod.
It makes sense. And the trade-off to that is that you have to listen to 20-something's opinions on life.
Yeah, but her opinions are like, hey, like, do you think this ring light would bring out my contour?
Exactly.
It's just like, which photo do you like? Which filter do you like better?
It's torture. I mean, that's like, this is effort. Like, he is getting a reward for effort here. Like,
I think he'd prefer that than having to emotionally connect with someone where he has to open up.
Yeah.
So it's like those photos on the beach. All I have to do is just do this Superman pose with you, and because
you have an Instagram,
you
can put it on the Instagram.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing. That is like, if he was dating a 40-year-old, because everyone's like, oh, he should at least date someone older than his kids. They're saying he should date someone at least 40 and up, because that's older than his kids. Well,
Yeah.
if he dates someone older than his kids, he's gonna have to get intimate with them.
Yeah.
And someone that's 24, intimate means I post a selfie together.
Yeah. We're Facebook official.
We're Facebook official.
Instagram official.
We're Facebook. Oh, yeah, they don't have Facebook.
Yeah, no. He's like, are you putting this on the Facebook?
yeah, it was like, ew, what's that?
No, honey, I'm not.
No. And the thing is, he didn't know that she was posting those photos.
Yeah.
So that Superman thing was just like him, like, okay. And the thing is, he wants to feel young. He's 73. He quit he didn't get a job after the Patriots fired him. He sat down with his wife and he's like, oh my God, I do not want to do this anymore. And he's like, okay, I want to do this. They went to the beach, made him feel young. He's able to hold her up with his legs. So he's 73. He's able to do this. Makes him feel young. And he's about to go coach college kids. So he's got a new job. He's coaching college kids. And how is this old 73-year-old going to relate if he's just married to another 70-year-old with 3 kids? He's not going to relate. Like these kids, like he's going to go in there like, hey kids, this is how I'm going to teach you how to chase a Lombardi. It's like, no, he's going to go in there to these 20-year-olds like, hey kids, you follow what I say. And when you're my age, you can chase a 24-year-old. Instead of Lombardis, I'll show you how to chase a 24-year-old. Listen to what I say.
Yeah. What's a Lombardi's?
That's the Super Bowl trophy.
Chase a
Chasing trophies.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can chase 20-something else.
Yeah. Well, you're 24. You don't know.
That's true. I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm only 22.
Sports, so you can relate.
Yeah. No, like my nightmare would be dating a 20-something just because this is something Catherine Ryan brought up, so it's not me, but you don't want to go to the club being like, as a 33-year-old woman, go into a club and be like, who can I take care of and do everything for, and teach everything to. And like, I mean, I think there is a trade-off here, and he is well aware. He has done something really, really smart. She has announced that, people are like, oh my gosh, she's overtaken $80 million worth of his in real estate portfolio.
$8 million,
like $8 million,
8 million.
Whatever. As soon as it's like a few million, I'm just like, I put it in another category that isn't me. So
It might as well be. Mine's 880. It's like same to us.
Yeah, exactly. It still sounds good. So she's $8 million worth of real estate, right? And so people are like, oh my God, she's taking over his life, this evil girl. And it's like, no, he is being smart. He is 70. So in this economy, she is motivated. She is doing the only thing you can in this economy. You can't get jobs now.
Jobs, no.
She's leveraging her good looks, and she is grabbing a 70-year-old multimillionaire. Yeah. And, maybe he's a couple bangs away from being wiped out. You got to wipe him out, right? And then you inherit the real estate. He's being smart. He's in control because he's going, here you go. Here's some real estate, right? Don't kill me.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't kill me. Don't make me sign something or drug me slowly over time. Like, this is a tale as old as time, right? And so I think he's actually quite in control by that move, and that's kind of a power move.
That is a very good point, because it's like, usually it's just like when you give them money, they just want more money, and it's just like more of a shake. Don't know if I gave you this much, give you more, but it's just like, I'm giving you real estate, and I'm showing you that, hey, this like keeps making you money. Yeah. So they're like, oh, it makes me money, and he's teaching her still, stick around.
Don't kill me.
I'll teach you how to flip it. I'll teach you how to build a portfolio of like real estate. So it's like he's teaching her a skill at 24.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think it's a brilliant move. And everyone's saying that, like, because they had this thing like right now, like Hard Knocks, HBO. What Hard Knocks is for those of you that don't know, it's
like the reality TV.
It's a reality show where it's like these cameras follow a football team, usually in the NFL. So they're just doing it now for college football, but like for NFL, they'd follow a football team before the year starts. And they show behind the scenes of like the coaches talking and like players getting cut. And it was like, it's very, very intimate, where you get to see behind the scenes and what goes on.
And they're like, what?
And they've wanted Bill Belichick to do that forever, the NFL. They wanted it forever. And Bill does not like the camera. He hates it. So you can see any interview of him, he hates the camera, one word answers.
Let's do an impression of him getting interviewed.
So how do you think your team performed today?
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, just why. That's it. That's what you're getting.
He just hates
He
it.
hates it.
So like you'd think he would love to get Hard Knocks for your
Yeah.
team because it's like cool.
It's great
actually-
exposure.
It's one of the main things that I watched first as a woman to get into because I was like reality TV.
drama.
Sign me up, drama.
Yeah.
They're cutting people and right talking heads.
Yeah, yeah.
Drama, ratting out each other.
Yeah.
But
with Bill,
with Bill, this is not something he's
this is not something he wants to do,
This
and
is
the team
antithesis of-
and the team agreed to do it. Yeah. So instead of him looking like a bad guy, like trying to control the shots, like he got his girlfriend to just go in there and just make a list of demands. It's just like, I want this, 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 and this. And they're like, you know what? We're out. It's just like, she's doing the dirty work for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's just
She's standing up for the guy.
She's standing up for the guy. She's like, I know what he doesn't want. So it's like, he doesn't want to talk about his personal life in interviews, and he doesn't want to do Hard Knocks. I got you. Buy me another house.
Yeah.
He's like, gladly.
Do you think that maybe this is also why he divorced his wife? Because at a certain age, you're just like, hey, you have to start talking. You have to start. I want you to talk, and then and when you're 20, it's just like the girl wants to talk, right? You don't want the woman doesn't want to be like, hey, let's connect on a deeper level, like you were saying earlier. It's like now she does the talking, and he's just like, I'm good with this, and she goes, can I do this? Can I have a purse? Can I go to this?
Yeah.
We should do this. We should post this on Instagram. And he just goes, yeah.
Yeah. That's all he has to do is say, yep. Do you have time for this? Yep. And that's the thing, because like
Perfect. Match made in heaven.
It is, because like someone that's older, they want emotional connection. Someone that's 40 and up, they want emotional connection. Whereas like someone that's 24, they want experiences.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's taking her to the football games. He's taking her to red carpets, different
Right.
outfits, like boosting her follower count. It's like that's what they want.
Yeah, that's
that's
exactly what she wants,
he
yeah.
doesn't have to say a word for any of that. Like, you want to make a silly photo for Halloween where like you're a mermaid and I'm a fisherman? Yeah, let's not talk the whole way there. And she's like, yeah, I'll be on my phone. It's like, you want me to just go to the beach and just lay there so you can just do this silly, and that's, you know what, and I think that's her way of saying like, hey, look, like we're actually having fun, I'm not using them. So I think, and he didn't know she posted that though. That's the thing. He was kind of like taken aback, like when he saw that.
Doesn't know what the Instagram is.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
So what is TikTok? He doesn't know.
Yeah,
he doesn't know how to use it. He's never looked at it.
Never heard of it.
Why would he know? Or she is doing the dominatrix evil thing, and she's like, lift me up in the air, 70-year-old man. Work that heart. Let's do another trapeze act together. Another one. It's fun and silly, and you won't die.
Take another Viagra. I know you already had 3. Well, your heart can take it.
Heart can take it.
Your heart can
Don't
take
you feel
it.
so young when you're with me? So it could be that too.
Yeah.
Do you think that he was the reason why they couldn't talk? She was like, don't talk about why we met, is because they just met through like a website.
Yeah, they could have just met through a website. They could, anything's on the table. He's 73 and she's 24.
Yeah.
Like but the thing is like questioning whether or not he's happy is just like not having to like just have heavy conversations where everything's just cut and dry. I want to go here. I want to get my photo taken here. I want to wear this dress. It's like, yeah, I can handle that.
Yeah.
Like this is a guy who's like, he still hasn't even processed his breakup with Tom Brady. Like, this guy is emotionally unavailable. Like,
Not a talker.
Like that was probably the strongest bond he's ever had in life. Like him and Tom Brady were like this.
Yeah.
Like he has better memories with
He
Tom
probably
Brady.
told him deep shit, like his favorite color.
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
You probably revealed a lot
that's true. Like,
to this guy.
and Tom better take that to his grave.
Take that to his grave. Exactly. It's interesting. Like there are, I don't know if it happened. I don't know. There's younger guys too that are like this, but there are men that are like talkers and non-talkers.
Yeah.
And like, there's just nothing better than a crazy, flashy, just like doer like her.
Yeah.
When it's complimenting somebody who's just like not a talker. You
Exactly.
know? Like it's that I do ship them a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, because like someone like when they're 40 and 45, they're gonna sit down and she's like, well, let me tell you about my 5-year plan. And if he was like, Jordan, what's your 5-year plan? Well, 29, still hot. He's like,
More followers.
More followers.
More purses, more trips. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that.
I can do that for sure.
Yeah, that's true. And all he has to do in exchange is listen to a 20-something be like, have you heard of feminism?
Yeah.
I think, social media is like so fun, but I've actually realized like it's also bad.
And he'd be like, yeah, I've heard that. Anybody 40 and up, anybody 40 and older, like they come from a time where it's just like, you go for a car ride, you want to have a conversation. You go on a plane, you want to have a conversation. But it's just like anybody in their 20s is like any car ride, they're on their phone. Like it's just like, and that's perfect for him because all he knows how to talk about is football. All he knows is football. Mm-hmm. All he knows is football, and then that's it. That's all he knows.
And she wears a football bag, football shaped purse, and he's just like cool.
Yeah, like you can
her.
go. This is what you can. She won't get mad if he has to have a late meeting or if like they go on the road. She can bring her, go see the city. It's just like this is like a perfect match for him. Like I really think it could be toxic, like what you said. Like she could be using him. Like obviously, like it's like I don't know how she can really find him attractive, but she probably didn't have a dad. Let's just be real. So it's just like there is that aspect there that she has daddy issues. So, but that can also go in the other way where she like stands up for him. We're not talking about this because he doesn't want to talk about it. Let us know what you think.
Is this elder abuse or is it taking advantage of a young, naive 24-year-old?
Or is it just like they're both getting what they want?
And it's a good relationship and it's a little unconventional.
Yeah,
but
and or is this just like a slow news cycle and we just need to talk about this? Because we're really talking about like 10 seconds of like an hour interview where she just said, we're not talking about how we met.
Yeah,
that was like literally
probably an unconventional method. Yeah.
But the internet's fun.
Yeah.
So cheers. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe or else.